The largest bacterium is the Theomargarita magnifica. Yes, you were looking at a strand of bacterial infection. I will give you a few study tips and tricks of how to study and analyze certain bacteria. And if you are studying microbiology or pharmacology, or if you're doing nursing courses, or if you're doing from LVN to RN, or just doing the RN course to do your NCLEX, well, this is one of the few tricks that I used when I studied. All right, let's get into it. So on your screen, I notice you and we can see a green substance. If you could tell me what it is, then put your comments down below. Now we're gonna move on to the next slide. Now, if you look at the different types of bacteria, this will come in handy pretty soon. So you'll see that they're rod-shaped bacilli. Do you see how those look? Very unique shape, right? And if we look onto the spiral shape and others, like the causes of cholera. So if you're looking under a microscope, you will see a spiral shape. You already know the type of bacteria this is by their shapes. And if you can tell, no, bacterial shape is the same in terms of the different types and class. Now we're going to move on to a different type of bacteria and their shape. Now let's get into the spherical cocci. These are what you would see under a microscope if you look in to try to determine the type of bacteria, or if you're studying, you see the different shapes. Um, these are what causes your streptococcus, your streptococcus pneumoniae, or staphylococcus aureus, right? So these are your major causes for sinus infection and food poisoning. So this is what they'll see on the microscope. Now, we have to understand that the largest bacterium is the Theomargarita magnifica, and it is also known to be found in the Caribbean in the mangroves. Also to note, it is about a centimeter in length, and also for that too, you want to understand that if you can measure a centimeter in length, if you get out your ruler, it's measurable. That means it's something that you can see with a naked eye. It's about the length of your eyelash if you're trying to do a comparison, right? Now, when we're talking about bacterial infection and bacterium and the different shapes, you got to understand that when you get a dose of antibiotics from your doctor, and your doctor says, please take this dose up to 7 or 10 days, you want to complete that dose. You know why? Because if you've seen on the slides that I've shown you, bacteria actually morph, they can change, and under the microscope, you'll see different types, how they look by their shapes. So if you're trying to fight a bacterial infection and you're taking the antibiotics, but let's think of it as the bacteria is invading. The invading party can be whatever else your mind can think of. What is the invading party? And the antibiotics is the fighter. So you're fighting the invader. However, you stop fighting the invader thinking, yay, I defeated it because it stopped coming and trying to fight me back. No, they're just laying there waiting for you to walk away, waiting for you to leave, right? But they are not defeated. So as soon as you leave, which is you stop taking a dose before prescribed or recommended by your physician, the bacteria gets up and starts doing what it does best. Starts to do its thing, create havoc, and create mayhem, right? It starts to attack the body tissues, body cells, and then guess what? You're going to have to throw another antibiotic at it, something that it didn't even see coming. Like, who are you? This is my house. That's what the bacteria is going to say. This is my house. because then it doesn't recognize that there's a new bacteria, antibiotics coming to fight it, right? And it's going to say, who are you? Why are you here in this house? To the bacteria, and it's like, oh, I live here. What are you talking about? Antibiotics, right? And then it's gonna like, no, you are not of here. You need to leave. And it's trying to pull it out, take it out of the place, which is fighting the infection. And then before you know it, if you keep stop taking your medication, if you stop taking medication abruptly before the recommended dose, the bacteria becomes so smart that it can morph itself, and then guess what? You have a multi-drug resistant organism, MDROs. Yep. Just remember, always take your recommended dose, because when you think about bacteria, even though we're talking about the largest bacteria in the world, that's something you can see. But what about the stuff you cannot see with your naked eye? Please take the necessary precaution, be safe, hand washing, hand hygiene, and standard precaution. If you want more tips and tricks of how to study, let me know. Toodaloo.